Something broke the boss, I flipped the script. Super Trucker Podcast got me fully equipped. Left the noise behind, now I'm stacking green. Voyager Nation made me live the dream.
And, for example, we've been with the same insurance company for a while, and it just happens that our investigator, the guy that did a few audits here, he works for multiple insurance companies. He's a contractor. So I quite often see this guy.
Right.
And we have those conversations, and man, we know everything. and he doesn't, when he is being sent here, he's not being handed the cab report.
Oh, no?
So a couple of times he's like, hey man, can I take a look at it?
No, man.
All right, guys. Today during the live, Christian was talking a little bit about the insurance and, what insurance companies know about you, what DOT knows about you, and everything else. And I brought him a cab report. That's like, usually it's about, this is an old cab report that we're going to use. These days it's about 4 times thicker.
Printing back and forth.
So this is what we know about you. So what do you think, man?
All right, guys. So part of it, guys, again, it was in the comment, and they were asking, do the insurance companies see your CSA score? And yep, they absolutely do. They look at the rating. Guys, everything is pretty much in here. I mean, something that you would think is miscellaneous, like here we go. There's an address in here from how many moons ago, and it says this address is on record with similar addresses registered to 7 other entities. Like, you would think, what the hell does that got to do with your insurance?
Yes, and now let me apply a little bit of light to it, right? So that address is our old office address. We used to rent a small office space, but that's a big office building. That building, I can guarantee you, the last time I was there, probably 15 years ago.
Right.
That building probably right now has at least 20 different, not interconnected trucking companies there. The biggest utility trailer dealership, based on sales, not the size, not the physical size, is in that same address.
Right, but they almost like criminalize it, man. Like if you're like,
and as a matter of fact, during the insurance renewal, during the DOT audits, we question that. And it's almost like it is your job to prove that you are not a chameleon carrier connected to any of these people. And sometimes it gets even worse.
Okay.
Because as later on you'll see like VIN numbers, like every single truck that ever got inspected for the period. Now imagine this. The company is in that address, right? There are other 10 companies that I may know somebody, I may not. In that same building, owner-operator comes on, and starts running Voyager, runs for a few months. The other guy offers a better deal or whatnot. He goes there. Now you have the same address and the same VIN number interconnecting 2 companies that have nothing to do together.
Right.
And it will be held against you.
Yeah, guys, we made a video, or it was mentioned in a video before. It was almost one individual didn't spend too much time here. He backed up into a motorcycle. He was running for, I think, under his own authority with Carl Former trailer. That was never, I don't even know how they made the connection, because that was never been on our truck. The driver had nothing to do with it. The only thing similar would be the owner had different trucks on here, but somehow we got listed.
Yes, and another funny scenario, like a long time ago, we got a parking ticket for truck being parked somewhere like in Gary, Indiana, right in the city center. Obviously, that city looks like fucking post-war apocalypse.
We were beautifying it.
But yeah. Like that truck was actually probably really beautifying it. So obviously, the ticket is not that much, but I decide, you know what, I'm going to stick to principle and I'm going to go to court because I have a proof. Like I actually did some research. That truck was running under Voyager for about couple months, couple years prior.
Oh, wow.
So I collected all the documents. All the documents. I'm talking like 3 pages. So I'm collecting all these documents. I go to court and I'm sitting there and my turn comes in and I'm like stand up and I'm like, hey, I'm just here to help. Actually, if somebody could just look at these 3 pages, it's gonna not only help you to understand that this is not Voyager, it's also gonna help you to learn whose responsibility that is. The judge is like, so are you representing the business? I'm like, yeah. Based on I think Indiana law or Gary, Indiana law, business can only be presented by the lawyer. And I'm like, it's a $50 ticket.
My fucking lawyer is minimum 200.
Minimum probably 500.
Oh, here we go.
So they told me to freaking get lost and reschedule the court. A month goes by. I fucking show up again.
As a lawyer?
Without a lawyer, with the same freaking 3 pages. And I'm like, listen, guys, that's like judicial abuse. That's not cool. Like, I'm telling you, this is the proof. Can somebody look at 3 pieces of paper? But obviously, I'm not a lawyer. I don't even know how to properly present that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
And there was the same judge. Like, she called the city prosecutor, whatever that lady was. And we kind of chit-chatted to one another. I can only guess. Look at that idiot. You see that idiot?
Let's pretend we're talking about what are we doing for lunch?
Yeah. That idiot is not going away. And we cannot what we're gonna arrest him or for what? Like showing up?
Yeah.
So we dismissed the case. But we never spent a minute to look at the paperwork because nobody cares. Now, how did we tie up that truck to us? There was nothing, absolutely nothing on that truck attached to Voyager. The way we attached that truck to Voyager was the last time that truck got inspected on DOT scales in the state of Indiana was when that guy was running under Voyager's name.
All right. So, guys, as Mike was telling the story, again, just kind of skimming through this, yes, these guys are going to offer you lovely charts, statistics about our services and highlights and all of that. But at the end of the day, they even know shippers, receivers. And here's how it ties to you, because that's what the question was in the show. Your VIN number is there. So everything is here.
Yeah.
Plate number, your name, everything is here. Owner-operator partnership is very real. I got tons of guys who are making $4,000 take-home. Learn how you can do that by giving me a call at 863-342-5171. We are conveniently located in Lakeland, Florida. We are a Florida-based trucking company that is here to provide you resources to be successful. So once again, it's 863-342-5171.
And it's not like, technically, if you think about it, if you're a good, safe driver, right? Mm-hmm. Well, then what's the big deal?
Clean inspection,
Clean inspection, all good. But here how it can get problematic. Good driver, runs for Voyager. Gets a few good inspections. Goes to Landstar. Not very happy there. Gets another inspection there. Comes back to Voyager and gets another inspection here. Red flag. Now, obviously, Landstar is too big and too known.
Right.
But let's just say it's not Landstar. Let's just say it's something smaller, Bobby's Trucking. Now I have to prove to insurance company during the insurance renewal or shopping process or during the DOT audit. What do I have, what I do not have in common with Bobby's Trucking?
All right, because, yes.
And I never seen that company in my lifetime.
Yeah. So, and again, so there you go for guys. These are ramifications that, again, like those job hoppers that are out there just going from company to company. And we all know the turnover rate is high as shit. As a matter of fact, these insurance companies know that the turnover rate is so high in this industry. You would think that would just be something so understandable, but yet they're holding you to it.
And look, it works also against you, even though every time you know, usually after the insurance is being offered to you and you take an offer, we bring some sort of kind of like investigator to do an insurance audit at the company. And for example, we've been with same insurance company for a while, and it just happens that our investigator, the guy that did a few audits here, he works for multiple insurance companies. He's a contractor. So I quite often see this guy.
Right.
And we have those conversations, and man, we know everything. and he doesn't, when he is being sent here, he's not being handed the cab report.
Oh, no?
So a couple of times he's like, hey man, can I take a look at it?
Like, no, man.
But no, he said some insurance companies we do, others we don't. But at the end of the day, man, like it's it's a lot of dirt in this industry, and sometimes it's being projected on the wrong people.
Yeah, so I mean, guys, here you go for all those guys that, like, for example, just something so simplistic on the recruiting end, right? How would this tie? When they're asking you for your full, you know, a nice 10-year work history and verifiable, right? And we have no employment gaps, and list every carrier you ran for, because you know you'll get the guys that are trying to take that shortcut and they're like, who gives a shit? Let me just fill this out, and then on his PSP you'll notice a carrier, and we're like, you got to add that in, and they just think we're like fucking busting his chops. But as I just see right here, man, on this fucking cab card, they run right here, shared vehicle report. So right here is a list of all, like, that VIN number. Obviously, there's a lot, but everywhere that VIN number has been.
Man,
fucking shit.
Almost every company like I've heard at some point in time.
There you go. Like, so, man, so like this one company right here, 3 VIN numbers, 9 VIN numbers, 2. And obviously, guys are going to jump around, but what I'm just trying to say is, like, this thing is so connected. It's like a web. Like, some guys that are filling out that application would never really ever know that it will lead to something like this.
Yes. So, and again, like, the example that we're using is from 10 years ago. So right now, it's about 4 times thicker.
Yeah.
Based on not just the number of trucks, but also based on the amount of information that we do collect.
And technology and all that.
And technology and all the good stuff. And man, I can't even imagine once we're going to employ AI in this.
Man,
it's going to be a shit show. And the biggest problem for me is I've been asked those questions like many, many times by insurance, by DOT, and so on. And man, like, how do you, what do you guys have to do with sunk carriers? Nothing.
They're fucking out of business.
But sometimes, you know, you have like some bigger flow of trucks going from one carrier to another, and boom, like, for example, let me see CDN Logistics, 5 interconnected people.
Cree carriers 4, Warner 3.
And again, like, those are easier to explain because those are national carriers, but we have smaller carriers.
Yeah,
and people move around, and we create that string of events, and now here we go. And with current technology, especially when here at Voyager we do not do that. We do not share ELD data because we're pro freedom. However, a lot of companies, a lot of smaller companies, bigger companies, all kinds of companies, we actually do share ELD data with companies like Highway.
Yeah.
And I think that's eventually it's going to work against us in trucking, because that just giving them more. And you know how we say, like, if you ain't doing nothing wrong, you have nothing to be worried about. But do you really want to be explaining something that you don't have to worry about?
No, like, and then that's the man. That's the whole case. Even here, like, they're tying a VIN number to even phone numbers. Where did I see that? They can even tie it to a phone number. So imagine
phone number, email address.
Yeah, so imagine that. So there's a VIN number, you know, with the broker. Everybody like, yeah. Download macro points, track and trace. Well, who's ever gut checking macro points that they're not selling that information to
Oh, I can guarantee you. We are so integrated that we don't have to sell nothing. We make it readily available.
They're on a monthly subscription.
But again, that's the industry. This is what's happening. This is what's going on because people just choose the path of least resistance. I guess.
And yep. Check this out. The beauty about this, guys, is that you get to do this every year.
Yeah, that's pretty beautiful. That's pretty beautiful,
man. Talking about beautiful. This is what we're talking about. Even with the what is it? The Investment Act or whatever that shit was back in 2021 when they wanted to raise the minimum of insurance to $2 million for liability.
2 or 5.
It was 2. I think it was 2. Like, man, like
that would actually make things so much worse because all these billboards got hit by a big rig. Give us a call. You would see double the number of those billboards because there would be so much more money on the table for them for grabs.
You would just be encouraging that behavior. It would be.
And going back a little bit to that, like what insurance what DOT sees, and as Christian was talking during the live about, you get a speeding ticket, you get a speeding warning. Let's say just once a year, right? Not a big deal, maybe not even too much over. Mm-hmm. And let's say you carry on, and somehow you never collect enough to be terminated.
Right.
You're always walking that edge. Mm-hmm. And let's say the accident happens, and you're not at fault at all. Like you got rear-ended. Mm-hmm. We're gonna do a different video about it, and then you get something like this. That's not a good thing to have.
No.
Basically, the other party who is actually at fault is now trying to go after the driver personally and after the company for negligent hiring procedures. So now, when we hiring or onboarding owner operators, right, partnering up, if we don't pay attention to those speeding tickets, to those little things, if we hiring this guy who's getting a speeding ticket every year, if we was hiring that, we would be correct. Negligent hiring practices.
Yeah.
And that would potentially make us liable.
Yep. So then, man, how it all connects, because when you go back to this, you've answered all the questions, you're following recommendations. So now they're going to say, I never recommended you hire him. I recommended my guidelines and so forth. So it all interconnects, guys. Like that's
it's the same thing like, those driver licenses, for example. Right now, like a big deal, all this, like this carrier has a driver who doesn't speak English. Okay. Who gave him the CDL?
Yeah, that's man, I'm going to stand on that. I agree.
And why now the carrier has to pick up all the bits and pieces, eat all the cost, because obviously the truck gonna get impounded potentially, the trailer, the cargo, bunch of problems, right? Mm-hmm. And again, like we, for whatever reason, we do have quite a significant portion of drivers who are like immigrants, but I don't think we have a lot of people that don't speak English. Like as a matter of fact, like I don't think we have one that don't speak English.
No, we're complying on that.
So here we go. But obviously there are a lot of different companies that are we stick very, in tight circles. Let's say. Haitians, we do Haitian company. Mexicans, we do Mexican company. Russians, Russian, and so on. We live here in America, so
we're a melting pot.
Melting pot. We are what America was made to be.
Oh man, so there you have it. Guys, this is the breakdown of what happens on the other side of the fence in trucking, and insurance is a big to do, man. Like that will make or break a company for sure.
Absolutely. All right, guys, be safe out there, especially now. You don't want to get entangled in some bad situations. So stay away from that illegal PC, because that's gonna bite you in the butt very, very quickly. Speeding, even by a little bit, is a big problem, because you get a few of those, and now you have a pattern.
Yep.
And now you are a liability. So just don't just finger point at people and blame everybody, but actually be safe.
Yep, be safe out there.
All right, guys, take care.
Drive safe.
Talk to you later.
Operators looking for the best business owner opportunity, look no further. I got all the programs that are going to make you successful. Everything to operating from 2 different fuel cards, top of the line trailers with a maintenance program that is unbeatable, to plates, insurance, you name it, we got it. All you got to do is give us a call, 863-342-5171. Learn more and get started.